Hi, this is Jack at Jack's Transmissions. I have a Ford Focus ST/RS Trans right next to me here. I know one's all-wheel drive, one's front wheel. And we've been selling a lot of these billet forks. Huge number of them, actually. And every once in a while, we'll get someone that will send one back or send us an email saying, hey, the alignment is off, they don't fit. And I don't know who on the internet is telling people to check shift fork alignment in this fashion, but it is incorrect, and we're going to show you why right now. Okay, so the first problem with aligning the forks this way on a trans case sitting on its bell housing is it does not sit in the car like this. It sits on its side, not like this. And if you're checking forks in this fashion, you have gravity working against you. Each hub and sleeve has a center point where the detent ball is centered in the hub assembly here. So like with this one here, if I hold it here in the middle where it's supposed to be and let go, you can see it shifts down. Even the rail moves out of alignment because it is not being held in place by the case. So you have not only gravity working against you, but everything is out of alignment because the case isn't on it. All this weight from the sleeve, synchro assembly, everything is pushing down here. And so you don't have a true center line of where these forks sit in the transmission case as it is. So what we did to verify this, because we do appreciate the feedback, but there's a lot of people complaining about this lately and it's not an issue, so we figured we had to do this to be able to prove that this is working correctly. We cut and sacrificed a case here. So when I put this case on and everything is held in place properly at the correct alignment, and we flip the case to its side like it sits in the car, we'll be able to show that everything is perfectly in alignment and works as it should. Okay, so remember, this flute here is what actually holds the forks in the neutral position. And when we move it up and down, we can see that there's no movement from any of these forks, which tells me that they're in the neutral position and they're in a neutral spot in the hub and sleeve assembly where they're not under any pressure to preload to synchro. There's no preload going on here. If there was preload, you would see something like this where I'm putting pressure on this and I try to move it. You see that? I'm getting jammed. That will happen. Now these transmissions are kind of goofy in that they'll fool you if you flip it on the bell housing. So let's try that. So if you're even checking a transmission like this on its bell housing, it's not going to work right. So if you assemble it like this and you're checking it, all of this is now forcing itself down onto the flute. And when there's an opening where the shift arm comes out, it's going to hit it. So we go back and forth. We're jammed already almost. Look at that. It's just complete garbage. It's not working right because we have gravity again pushing down on us. There's nothing holding these forks in place. Remember, even gravity has an effect on this. So I can't, it feels like complete garbage, like there's something wrong with the fork. And it's not. It's just the design of the unit. We go back to on its side again, like it sits in the car. Now, see how it works smoothly again? If we flipped it the other way, it would do the same thing. Okay, so there you go. I hope I explained it accurately enough. What we do is when we ship these, we ship them in gear. When it's in gear, everything is frozen into place, so nothing can shift out of alignment. If we had it neutral and we shipped it and it got banged around a little bit, it could actually select two gears at once and get jammed. And then you get a trans back and then it won't shift and like it's got a problem. So this is kind of a funky design, not really a great design, but it is simple. And unless you want to cut your case and check the alignment, the way you're doing it with it on the bell housing and not level does not work with the way the system is designed. The only other system we've seen similar to this is the Evo 89 6-speed. Those are the same way. We had one where we shipped it neutral. It got dropped in shipping, of course, and it actually jammed the shifter assembly into two gears at once. It could not be taken out. You have to tear the trans apart, realign everything back into neutral and put it back together. So that's the same with this here. It's just the way these are. Also keep in mind when you're installing this in your car, keep it in a gear. Don't have it neutral, because if you accidentally drop it or bang it on the back side of the trans or something, it could knock this out of alignment and then you're hosed. So again, we really appreciate the feedback. We take it very seriously here. Like I said, we sacrificed the case to make sure that everything was perfect, and it is. Our scanner that scans this stuff and double checks the measurements is a $30,000 unit. It says it's on the money. We cut the case, it's on the money. Everyone that installs these and doesn't check that never has a problem. So these have been extremely reliable. I hope that you trust that the research that we've done on this is good, and we really appreciate your business. And I hope this gives you a little bit more confidence in the product and understanding how these work. Thank you.